This morning on Today's Relationships, the perils of posting on social media. A new study out of Great Britain finds people who frequently put photos up on sites like Facebook just might be damaging their real-life relationships.
Mario Armstrong is today's digital lifestyle expert. Faye Desmouchons is a social media etiquette expert. Nice to have you both with us this morning.
Thanks
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
So, Faye, as I understand it, you were not at all surprised by this study.
Oh my gosh, not at all. I could not agree more with the study. In fact, I spend the better part of a chapter in my book teaching parents how to help make your child a responsible digital citizen and, in essence, keep friends. I mean, how many times have you gone on your Facebook page where you're sort of going to check in? But what happens is you wind up reading the same few dozen people's status updates and seeing their photos over and over and over, making you wonder, my gosh, is this person really that self-absorbed or that narcissistic, or do I really care about this?
Well, Mario, I think you might disagree a little bit with this. I mean, it is true that your friends go away for the weekend and they give you sort of a running blog of what they've been doing moment to moment up on Facebook, but you're okay with that?
I'm okay with it. Look, I think there's a fine line, and I think oversharing can be troublesome, especially if you're talking about younger kids. But in this case, we're talking about a study that's really looking at more like adults. I think the study is absolutely bogus to me.
Really?
Absolutely, because look, you have ways that you can block things, you can hide content. You don't have to read it.
Thank you.
And how bad is it really? Are you just jealous because you're not in Paris and your friend is in Paris?
It's hating is what you're saying.
It is.
So take a look in the mirror and really question why you're upset by someone's post. Do you want that meal?
Well, even in terms of that, as you said, Faye,
food?
people may come up a lot. Sometimes you don't really have a control of that. So I'm not a huge Facebook person. In fact, I kind of avoid it. But I notice the same people come up in my feed all the time. I liken that less to their posting a lot and more to it's Facebook sort of throwing these same people in.
It's also, it's kind of the way that we sort of keep up to date with people these days. And I think that there should be, I mean, let's face it, we shouldn't be posting every day about the kind of mundane things in our lives. And it's called a news feed for a reason. Is what you ate last night for dinner really newsy? So,
but it could be absolutely newsy for someone that maybe just made this meal. Maybe it was their first time cooking it, and this is special for them. Or maybe I'm going to the same restaurant that they're actually at. I might actually benefit from that photo. I think it's just a delicate balance between what you want. Look, I agree. I think there should be value to what you post. But again, you don't have to read it. Am I really going to not like you anymore as my friend because you're posting meals?
But you've got some rules, actually, Faye. So let's run through some of these rules that you lay out for people.
So number one, make sure it's newsy. And just keep to the kind of general parameters of one post a week. We don't need to be seeing your daily.
One post a week?
Wow. Absolutely.
Really? What? That is insane to me.
Why be on Facebook?
Exactly.
Why are you even using social media
Just
for?
stick to the holiday letter, as Willie suggested in the break.
Send snail mail.
But do you really have something that important to share every single day?
Yes.
But people are
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. I don't think we should be friends on Facebook, my dear.
Oh my gosh, really? I didn't even know you.
There are ways, really, we do want to let people know, there are ways to limit, though, what you see and how often you see it, which people may not know about on Facebook.
But I think it's a combination of that with good digital behavior. I mean, let's use some digital etiquette as we do these posts. Let's not post incessantly, post about things that really aren't newsworthy. Let's not be showboating on Facebook.
But see, what's the definition of showboating? Look, let me help everyone. I'm going to pull up something on the iPad right now.
Poor friend.
So
but you know what? The bad news is, Mario, is we're going to get cut off by a computer. But the good news is, I have a feeling you might share those tips perhaps on your Twitter feed or your Facebook page if we're lucky. That's newsworthy, right?
Compromise once a day. Can we share once a day? Get some compromise?
Yeah. Well, no.
No,
I don't
she's
agree
not
with
going
that.
for it.
Once a day, absolutely
There's no mathematical formula to solve this problem.
Mario and Faye, thanks so much. We'll settle this off the air. Coming up next, the